أصدقائنا أصدقاء مركز الجالية العربية، أهلا وسهلا بحضراتكم. وحشتونا جدا من خلال الفترة السابقة، وأهلا بكم في ميعاد جديد متجدد دائما وأبدا مع صفحة مركز الجالية العربية في برنامج اسأل المستشار أو Ask the Expert. يمكن حرصا من مركز الجالية العربية دايما وأبدا على وعده بحضراتكم أنه يوفر لكم كل ما هو مفيد في مجال الحياة والتعايش في كندا. أصبحت الحاجة ملحة جدا في الفترة اللي احنا عايشين فيها. كمان الفترات السابقة ابتدينا نرصد احتياج المجتمع وأصدقائنا أصدقاء مركز الجالية العربية لاستخدام التكنولوجيا واستخدام الكمبيوتر في العديد من نواحي الحياة، منها النواحي اللي هي بتساعدهم في مذاكرة ولادهم وبناتهم في المدارس. كمان ان بعض المصالح الحكومية اصبحت دلوقتي بتنقل خدماتها على خدمات الاونلاين، فلا بد من تواجد التكنولوجيا وتواجد الكمبيوتر واللابتوب في متواجد في كل بيت. كمان اصبح دلوقتي الناس اللي بتشتغل من البيت working from home حتى بعد ما ابتدت الحمد لله تنزاح جائحة كورونا، أصبحت في بعض الأماكن إلى الآن بتشجع على إن ممكن تشتغل من البيت عشان بتقلل الاحتكاك والتواصل عن طريق التواجد في المكاتب. عشان كده مركز الجالية العربية دور هو دايما على شيء مفيد لحضراتكم. النهارده هنقدم لحضراتكم حلقة بعنوان إزاي تقدر تشتري لابتوب وكمبيوتر وديسكتوب في بيتك بسعر مخفض للناس اللي عندها دخل محدود. كمان القادمين الجدد الى كندا بيكون صعب عليهم ان هم كمان يقدروا يتواصلوا مع الاسعار وفي ظل ارتفاع الاسعار الموجوده في السوق. فمركز الجاليه العربيه في توافق بينه ما بين منظمه حكوميه اسمها RCT النهارده هنقدمها. فاسمحوا لي ان انا اقدم الاول باللغه الانجليزيه ضيفي وضيف حضراتكم راش. Thank you very much for coming today for our invitation to the Arab Community Center of Toronto for the episode Ask the Expert. As I told our audience in Arabic today, we will give them the information about how we can get the laptop and computer and technology with the affordable price, even for the newcomer and the people have low income. So welcoming again to our sessions, and the mic is yours.
Hi, good afternoon, Sammy. Good afternoon, everyone. Sammy, thank you so much for this opportunity. This is my opportunity to connect with all of you and answer any questions that you may have, but also to give you a presentation of who we are as RCT, as a computer refurbishment company, and just to show that, we are here to support you at the end of the day, however that has to happen.
Thank you.
So
first of all, we'd like to know what's your organization doing, RCT?
Absolutely. So before we jump into anything, I will just quickly share my screen. So I do have a quick little presentation that I wanted to show. Give me one moment. Okay. Okay, Sami, can you see my screen?
Yep, we can see it.
Okay, fantastic. So hi, everyone. We are RCT, Renewed Computers Technology. We have a quick little blurb on the left side, but I can speak a little bit more as to who we are too. So we are a not-for-profit that's existed in Toronto for the past 20 years. And what we do is we get computers donated to us by the government, but also from other large corporations. We then refurbish these computers, we repair them, we rebuild them, we bring them up to a certain standard of quality. And through partnerships like this with our community center, we give these computers back to clients who use these services so that they can purchase these computers for cheap.
Right.
And
so now I'll take a little bit minutes to translate what you said in Arabic, because to make it easier for who's listening to us. هو كان بيذكر لنا بان RCT الكوميونتي عنده بتستلم الاجهزه اللابتوب والكمبيوتر دي as a donation، او ان هي زي المنظمات الحكوميه او المكاتب الحكوميه او الهيئات الحكوميه بتبقى في كل فتره في اعاده تدوير وفي اعاده هيكله للاجهزه الكمبيوتر والتكنولوجي. فبدل ما الاجهزه دي بتترمي او بتتخزن بيعاد تدويرها مرة تانية من خلال المنظمة اللي احنا بالتعاون معاها اللي اسمها RCT. هم بياخدوا الأجهزة دي بيعملوا لها إعادة ضبط مرة تانية، وبيعملوا كشف على السوفت وير وعلى الهاردوير عشان بتتقدم مرة تانية لحضراتكم بالطريقة اللي هنسمعها النهاردة وبسعر مخفض. Yes, Rush, go ahead.
Thank you very much. So how we operate is quite simple. When we talk with agencies and organizations, we give them a window of opportunity. And so typically it is by this up here, the promotion begins, is usually, I would say to Sammy, for the month of July, we will have the 4 weeks of July open as the promotion date. So anyone who is interested has the month of July to submit an application. I have sent Sammy a online application, and he can share this with anyone who is interested to purchase, but also, if you reach out to me directly in an email, I can also share this information. I will show you what the application form is in just a few moments. I will walk you through it and answer any questions you may have. But afterwards, after you submit an application, it takes us typically 10 days to 2 weeks to
10
actually
days.
build
Oh,
the computer.
awesome.
Yeah, 10 days to 2 weeks to build the computer. And I only mention that because our warehouse, for lack of a better term, it is just computer parts. We don't have any pre-built computers. Every computer is assembled to the client's specific order. And so it does take us some time to get all the parts ordered, make sure everything lines up together, and then we actually do the assembling. 10 days to 2 weeks. After the 10 days, 2 weeks, I have a team of administrators. They will email, phone, call you, and then we will either ship the computers to your home if you have paid for the delivery charge, or you can pick up the computer from our warehouse for free. I will get into the delivery charges in just a second, but typically that's how it
Great.
works. We open up a promotion, you apply. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Great. So
You
the
apply
cycle itself
online.
takes from we put the order to receive it in the client's residence
That's exactly
house
right.
or from our offices. It will take roughly between 15 to
10
20
to
days.
10 to 15 days. Yeah, 10 to
10 to
15 days. Yes.
10 to
10
15
to
days.
15 days. It
Right.
depends on how busy we are in any given week. And
Right.
so, yeah.
هو
And
راش
then
كان
we could.
بيذكر باني ازاي بتقدر تعمل الطلب الجهاز ده اللي احنا لسه هنتفرج على الاسعار بتاعته والمواصفات بتاعته الاجهزه دي. هو بيقول بان من خلال مركز الجاليه العربيه نظرا للتعاون اللي بيننا ما بينهم ان احنا بيكون عندنا زي طريقه او يعني لينك معين بنقدر نحط عليه الاوردر، فبتقدر تتواصل معنا عن طريق مركز الجاليه العربيه. بنحط كل التفاصيل والمعلومات الخاصه بحضرتك، وبعدين الجهاز بيتشحن لك على البيت، او لو انت حابب انك انت تستلمه من احد مكاتبنا اللي في سكاربرو او في اوتوبوكو، طبعا على الرحب والسعه على حسب ما حضرتك او حضرتك تحبي. فبيكون الشيبمنت بتاخد فتره ما بين 10 ايام ل 15 يوم، يعني بس 10 ل 15 يوم شغل، يعني شيل منهم الاجازات، يعني انت بتتكلم من 15 يوم ل 20 يوم عشان الجهاز يوصل لحضرتك. Yes, Rash.
Thank you very much, Sammy. So as you can see from the screen, the current page showcases our different laptop and desktop prices. And I will get more into the specifications when I show you the application form. But the reason I brought this page up is to show you our options for shipment. So as you can see, we do have 3 choices that you can choose from. And it is all in an effort to try and save some money and to try and save some resources. So we have a ship to home cost where you purchase the computer. Let's say, for example, you purchase the $200 laptop. You want to ship it to your home. It will cost $200 plus a $40 delivery charge.
Okay,
Now,
delivery
if
charge
you
$40
yes,
plus, let's say the laptop start 150, 200,
yes.
300. Those prices before tax plus the $40.
Yes, and Sammy, you bring up a good point. We don't us, because we are a not-for-profit and charity, we don't charge tax. So there's
Okay.
no tax or
Okay.
HST, GST. It's just a flat fee. So
That's
it's
amazing.
150 flat.
Flat. Okay.
Yeah. And so the other option is you can send it to if you are okay to send the computer to the Arab Community Center and you can go there and pick it up, the
Mm.
shipping cost goes from 40 to 15 because we can send more computers at once and it just saves us the delivery cost. For us, we pay a lot to have computers sent to homes. So it is easier if you are able to, you can save $25, choose the $15 option, and have it sent to the Arab Community Center. When they have it, they will contact you and you can go and pick it up from them. I will
Mm.
show you how to choose that option on the application form when I take you there in just a second.
And the
The
mailing coverage
last
is
option,
for all over GTA, or let's say we have a client in Alberta. Can we serve them in Alberta, let's say, or only Ontario and
oh,
GTA?
that's a great question, Sammy. So we are only allowed to assist clients who live in Ontario, but if the person, let's say from Alberta, has an Ontario address, if they have a family member who lives in Ontario, we could ship it to them and it wouldn't be an issue. But
Awesome. Okay.
for us, we are federally mandated to only work within Ontario. If I've had folks come to me from British Columbia and say, "Hey, can I purchase computers from you?" And unfortunately, I've had to say no. But if there's someone from Alberta or anywhere else in the country, if they have an address in Ontario, we would be able to, use it, and no one else would know, right? The information is kept by us. And then we do, uh, you
Mhm.
know, safely and confidentially store and then destroy the information. We don't keep anything on file. But
That's
to
very good.
answer your
That's
question,
very
yeah, it's only
good.
within Ontario, Sammy.
So at least secure one address here in Ontario for your friends, your family member, wherever your partner, and then he can ship it to you in another province. That's very
Exactly.
good. That's very good. I will translate
And
this page.
please.
راش كان بيذكر لنا بان الاسعار الموجوده قدامنا على السكرين، وهي موجوده كمان على الويب سايت الخاص بالشركه او المنظمه اللي بنتعامل معاها، اسمها RCT. طبعا الويب سايت هيكون متوفر من خلالك اتصالك بمركز الجالة العربية. مستشارين متوفرين معاكم للخدمة هذه خلال التليفون. فبيقول بان اللابتوب هو سعره مثلا بيتراوح ما بين 150 200 300، او الديسكتوب اللي هو الجهاز بتاع المكتب في من 60 ل 175 ل 250. بالاضافه لفوق الاسعار المتواجده قدام حضراتكم، في بيكون $40 للارسال او الشيبمنت، او ان هو عشان يوصل لك على البيت. هو كان بيقول من 25 ل 40 على حسب المنطقه. طيب السؤال اللي كنت بساله له، بقول له في حاله بان يكون حد عايش خارج اونتاريو، لان الخدمه دي متوفره لسكان اونتاريو، قال لي في حاله ان بيكون حد عايش خارج اونتاريو، يقدر لو يدينا عنوان حد من اصدقائه او من اصحابه او من اقاربه موجود هنا في اونتاريو، بنقدر نبعت له الجهاز، وبعدين صاحبه او صديقه او عيلته بيقدروا يبعتوا له على البروفنس الثانيه. لكن ما فيش امكانيه ان احنا نبعته خارج اونتاريو. في كلا الحالات طبعا اللي يهمنا بان الخدمه متوفره، ان هي تقدر الجهاز يجي لك البيت، يجي لك عن طريق الشيبمنت تحت اسمك من خلال الويب سايت اللي احنا هنشوف دلوقتي ازاي بنقدر نقدم عليه بسهوله جدا. يس راش.
Thank you, Sammy. The last option I wanted to quickly mention is you can see that third option is pickup from our Mississauga warehouse. There is the office that I'm speaking from you right now is actually our Toronto office. So you would be able to pick up from here also, and it does save you that cost of delivery. And so, Sammy, for any of those clients that live close to the Toronto area, they can come to me at my office and pick up from here. And when they go to complete the form, they would select the $0 shipping option and they wouldn't have to pay for anything.
That's amazing
Exactly.
point. That's amazing point. هو كان بيقول بان لو في حاله انك لو حابب حضرتك او حضرتك تاخد الجهاز من خلال المكان بتاعهم، الوير هاوس بتاعهم، المكان موجود في ميسيساجا وموجود في تورونتو. فلو انت اخترت من خلال الابلكيشن الاونلاين انك انت تاخد الجهاز تعمل له بيك اب من تورونتو او من ميسيساجا، هنا سعر الشحن هيكون زيرو شحن، يعني انت مجرد بس بتدفع سعر الجهاز. بالاضافه كمان انا نسيت اذكر لحضراتكم في الفقره السابقه بان السعر اللي قدام حضراتكم هو السعر ده من غير ضرائب، نو تاكس، لان المنظمه هي منظمه غير ربحيه ومدعومه من خلال الحكومه الكنديه، عشان كده بتبقى السعر فلات ريت، او السعر ده موجود اللي انت بتشوفه قدام حضرتك على السكرين هو ده اللي انت هتحاسب عليه بالكريدت كارد بتاعك او بالديبت كارد بتاعك اونلاين، من غير ما بيكون معاك اي نوع من انواع التكلفه الاضافيه. Right. So here a question came to my mind, Raj. If the client choose to pay during the pickup in the warehouse, he can choose this options to pay on instead of to pay online. We can pay during to pick up the device from your warehouse.
Oh, that's a great question. Unfortunately, no, Sammy, that won't be possible because for us, we need the payment in full before we actually build the computers. And I bring that up only because we deal with so many different agencies and so many different organizations. It does become hard if, we try to have it one by one. We always try to build 2 weeks in advance the computers that we're building. And so, unfortunately, no, you will
Okay.
have to pay either, on the application form, but if you're not comfortable filling out the information on the form, we have a team of administrators. They do phone calls and emails. They can call you and take a payment over the phone if you feel more comfortable to do so. But for us to process orders, we need the payment first and the information filled out beforehand.
Right. السؤال اللي انا كنت بساله لصديقنا راج، كنت بقول له في حاله ان حضرتك تختار انك تدفع اثناء ما انت بتاخد الجهاز من الوير هاوس في ميسيساجا او في تورونتو، فهو ذكر لي بان هو لازم يكون عنده البيمنت قبل ما يبتدي يعمل الاوردر، عشان خاطر الجهاز طبعا بيتصرف عليه وبيبقى فيه بعض الاحتياجات الخاصه ان هو يجهز لك الجهاز اللي حضرتك بتختاره بناء على المواصفات اللي انت بتطلبها. فيا اما بتدفع اونلاين عن طريق اللينك اللي هيظهر قدام حضراتكم بعد شويه، او من خلال لو انت اخترت ان حد يتصل عليك منهم من فريق العمل هناك في المنظمه اللي اسمها RCT، يتصل عليك بالتليفون او يبعت لك ايميل، وبعدين بيقدر هو ياخد البيمنت معاك عن طريق التليفون او عن طريق الايميل. لكن مفيش امكانيه ان حضرتك تدفع اثناء ما بتاخد الجهاز، لازم يكون الدفع مسبقا. يس راش.
Thank you, Sammy. I'm not sure if you can see. Can you see the screen I'm sharing? It's the warranty document. Oh.
Yep. Okay.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, thank you very much, Sammy. So what you see in front of you here, folks, is our 1-year warranty agreement. All of the computers purchased from us by our clients come with this 1-year standard warranty agreement. It covers everything from hardware and software. So if, let's say, 6 months down the road, one of the keys stops working, maybe there's a glitch in the monitor, all that you would need to do is get in touch with me and we will figure out a way to bring the computer back, and we will either repair it. If it cannot be repaired, we will replace it with a brand new unit for you and no charges. We will take care of the shipping costs associated. At times, clients will drop the computer off to our Mississauga warehouse. It's the most convenient way, but typically it takes our staff maybe 3 to 4 days to repair the unit or issue a replacement, and then either you will come and pick up or we will deliver it to you, and depending on the situation, we might even be able to do so for free, for no cost at all.
So 1 year from the purchase day for the
Yes.
laptop or the PC, it will be
Both, yes.
under warranty for software or hardware, but not personal
Exactly.
damage. No personal damage.
No personal damage and no battery. And so what I mean by that is the laptop battery is a quality that we have a very difficult time to control. if you see a laptop advertisement or a commercial, they will say, oh, our brand new laptops can hold a battery for 6 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours. For us, because these computers are used, these laptops, their batteries will hold a charge for up to 2 hours or 3 hours. Now, if it's less than 1 hour, if you received a laptop and the battery dies after 20 minutes, that's not okay. We will give you a brand new battery or a brand new computer. But if the laptop battery is 2 hours and you're not happy with that, unfortunately, we can't really do anything about that at that
Right.
time, because all of our batteries are usually the 2 to 3 hour mark. When people come and ask, I would like a battery for 8 to 10 hours, I say, I'm so sorry, but you will need to purchase something brand new, because
Mhm.
batteries only get worse over time. That's the one thing I really wanted to share. But everything else, this document is sent in the box with every computer, and so you will have this to look at, to read, and of course we have our contact info here in case you want to reach out to us. We also have an Ottawa location, but that's something else.
So in
And
case of the client decided to check the device, doesn't have any problem, but he wanted to check that maybe the device is slow, or maybe have a problem with the connections for the Microsoft Office, or some programs doesn't work well, kind of technical support. Do we
we
have
offer
kind of
that.
services?
Oh, yes,
Technical support.
absolutely. So, as you can see on this page, we do have other kinds of technical support. But let's say you purchase a laptop from us and you received it, and after using it for 5 days, for 10 days, you're not completely satisfied. We do a 30-day money back guarantee. But also, if let's say you got the laptop and 10 days later you email me and say, hey Raf, the battery only lasts for half an hour, I
Mhm.
can't use this, what can we do? I will get a courier to go over and pick up the laptop, or either you drop the laptop back to me, and then I will get you a replacement battery or a replacement computer.
رايت. اوكي، راش كان بيتكلم في الفقره اللي احنا فيها دلوقتي على موضوع الورنتي او الضمان بتاع الاجهزه. هو بيقول باني بناء على البوليسي بتاعتهم، كل جهاز حضرتك بتحصل عليه من خلالهم، الجهاز ده بيكون لمده سنه عنده ضمان على السوفت وير والهاردوير. السوفت وير مقصود بيه البرامج اللي جوه الجهاز والشغل اللي بتشتغله على الجهاز. الهاردوير اللي هو خاص بالماشين نفسها، سواء كانت الكيبورد او الهاردوير اللي جوه، او كانت السكرين او الكاميرا او المايك او كل ما هو متعلق بالفانكشنز بتاع الجهاز. هم عنده سنه ضمان من تاريخ الشراء بتاع الجهاز بتاع حضرتك. تقدر ترجعه لهم مره ثانيه في المكانين بتوعهم في ميسيساجا وفي تورونتو. المكانين دول بيقدروا يستلموا الجهاز، بيشوفوا المشكله فين وبيصلحوها، او هو ذكر ان في بعض الاحيان بيدوا لك جهاز تاني بديل في حاله بان هو هيستعصى عليهم التصليح بتاعه. كمان انا ذكرت له بان في حاله ان حدوث نوع من انواع التكنيكال سبورت، او ان الواحد محتاج خدمه على الكمبيوتر ان هو يساعده، مثلا عن طريق الانترنت بتاعه في مشكله، او مثلا في مشكله في موضوع تاني متعلق بالبرامج، نزلت حضرتك برنامج معين خاص بشغلك، او ابنك او بنتك في المدرسه، فانت حابب ان انت كمان تستعين بخبراتهم في هذا الموضوع. فذكر بان دي خدمه اضافيه بيكون موجوده عندهم على حسب الورقه اللي هتيجي لحضرتك في الجهاز، فتقدر تشوف الخدمه اللي انت محتاجها ايه، وبتختار وبتدفع لها برضو عن طريق الاونلاين، بس برضو بتبقى اسعار مخفضه. يعني لو انت بتتكلم في انك انت لو خدت الجهاز بتاعك ورحت بيه اي ستور او اي مكان بزنس سنتر عشان يصلح لك جهاز او يظبط لك جهاز او يحط لك برنامج او يساعدك في خدمه البرنامج، تتكلم في اسعار مختلفه تماما عن الاسعار الموجوده. ففي نهايه السيناريو هتلاقي نفسك بتدفع سعر بسيط جدا قدام نفس الخدمه اللي بتاخدها من الماركت. يس راش.
Thank you, Sammy. So, What I will do now is, as you can see from the screen, I have pulled up the application form itself. I will take the next 5 minutes to quickly go through the application form and fill it out as if
Great.
I was a client of the Arab Community Center. And afterwards, I will open the floor to any questions or concerns. So
Awesome. Awesome.
the first thing I wanted to show, of course, is when you get on the first page, you will see all of our existing computer packages. On the other page, that presentation I had shown, we listed the prices, but here we list the prices and then we list the specifications. So what kind of processor, how much storage, and what kind of RAM, and does it come with a webcam as well? All of that information is here. And as I'm sure you can tell, as the prices of the computers go up, so do the specifications, so does the power. An i5 processor is a lot faster, it's a lot
Oh,
more
wow. You have an
efficient
i5.
than,
That's
yeah,
amazing.
yeah, yeah. We even have some i7s as well, not as much, but more
Mhm.
i5s. But
Mhm.
an i5 versus a duo core, an i5 is a lot more efficient. And so, in another example over here is with our laptops. The two most popular items we have are the LT300 and the LT300U. The only difference is the storage. The $300 option comes with a 500 gigabytes hard drive, and the 350 comes with 256 SSD. It is a different kind of storage, and that is why we charge $50 more. The example I can give is um, a lot of Windows computers use 500 gigabytes of storage, but a lot of Apple computers use 256 SSD. And
Oh,
if you know or don't know, Apple computers do run a bit faster and a bit better because of this SSD. And so what we've done is we don't sell Apple computers, but we do have this device. And so we will install the SSD instead of the 500 gigabytes into the
mhm.
computer, and it will run a little bit faster, a little bit stronger. And that's why we've tacked it up another $50, if
Only
that
for
makes
this model,
sense.
LT 300U,
That's right.
correct? Yeah,
Everything else, yeah, everything
correct.
else
Yeah, if
comes
I'm
with
wrong. So
gigabytes.
this one only device working with the Giga RAM
The SSD.
256 SSD, the same available in Apple device, the same
Yes.
available in Apple device, but it's not an Apple device. It's still Windows, still
Yes.
Windows.
Yes. And everything else comes with gigabyte hard drives. You see the HD here?
Yeah.
Everything else is, 320 or 500 gigabyte. This is the only one that has SSD, and it is one of our most popular items. Now, the other thing I wanted to mention is all of these laptops come with a webcam, right? We specify here webcam, but I can guarantee that all of these come with a webcam, but
Mhm.
not all of the desktops do. As you
Right.
can see here, this
But
desktop bundle
let's
comes
say
with,
that the client
yes,
already asking a question, this estimated questions, because this is came from me, not came from specific one.
please.
Sometimes, and I am one of them, I'm not
Okay.
aware a lot of those kind of abbreviations or gigabytes, SD
Oh,
card
of
or
course.
whatever. Or right. So
It's
let's say
computer
if
language, right?
exactly. Let's say he opened the line with you guys. Can someone helping him kind of sales promotion, because sometimes if you walk around to any stores of computer, the salesperson
There's an
needs to
associate
sell a
there.
device
Yes,
and he give it to you some this is, and at the end of the day you don't understand what he sell it for you. So
that
if
is
you
true.
have any counselor or advisor from your side can can help the client over the phone, or if we can get little bit descriptions about what those kind of device, what's the difference between, let's say, this LT100 and LT200 as a
Of
user,
course.
not as a specifically or a professional one, as a user. So LT100 and LT200, I wanted to buy a device to my son in his using in a school works. So the difference in the hardware, software, harder, softer. So we have this facilities, we have this service.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. So to answer your question, Sammy, if any of you folks have questions about which computer is right for me, you will just need to contact me with an email or even give me a call. I usually, you know, guide a lot of folks when they purchase computers,
Oh,
and
okay.
it really isn't too difficult.
Very
I
good.
know, Sammy, the numbers are kind of scary, but it really depends on what the person needs the computer for. And so I'll give you a quick example. If you are purchasing the laptop so you can do Facebook, use Microsoft Office, do some emails, do some Zoom, you can purchase the $150 basic laptop and it will do the job just fine. Now, if you are a student going into university or you're in high school, or you are in a job that requires the computer to do a lot. So you will have Zoom open, you will be doing Microsoft Excel, maybe there's a presentation happening at the same time. You will need a more powerful computer. And that's what the difference is. The prices reflect the power, and it always depends on the situation. Not everyone needs the $300,
Oh, for
$350
sure,
laptop,
definitely, yeah,
right?
definitely, yeah.
Absolutely. And so, usually most folks would just shoot me an email and say, hey, I'm looking to purchase a laptop. I,
Yeah,
am
I need to use the computer for 1, 2, 3, 4. What you recommend?
exactly.
Okay,
Exactly. And
right,
what do you
right,
recommend?
right,
And then
right.
I could do a quick little example of, oh, do you think you'll be using this software? And they'll say, oh, I've never heard of that before. So, okay,
Mhm.
you don't have to purchase the more expensive one. You can purchase the smaller one. But if someone comes to me, I'm doing a really intensive architecture course, or I'm in engineering and I need a lot of power, purchase the 350 one. But to answer that question, Sammy, if anybody has a question of, oh, which package is right for me, just send me an email and I will have,
Awesome.
happily answer and
Awesome.
help you through the decisions.
Right. I will translate those kind of chatting with
Please.
you with the audience. السؤال اللي انا كنت بساله لراش بالنيابه عن حضراتكم، هو طبعا بيفرجنا دلوقتي ازاي نقدر نعمل الاوردر اونلاين من خلال اللينك اللي هو يكون طبعا متوفر لدى كل مستشارين مركز الجاليه العربيه، يقدروا يساعدوكم من خلاله. فكنت بقول له طب في حاله باني احنا معاكم برضو فتحنا اللينك ولقينا الاجهزه المتوفره دي، هنقدر نعرف الفروق ما بين الموديلات دي ازاي، او احتياجي لهذا الموديل من غيره. فهو قال لي هو على الرحب والسعه ان هو يستقبل من حضراتكم ومننا ايميلات، نقدر نقول له طيب لو انا محتاج الجهاز ده للمدرسه، محتاجه في الشغل، محتاجه في كورسات معينه، محتاجه في برنامج معين، هقدر انزله زي البرامج اللي بينزلوها بالنسبه للجرافيك او بالنسبه للرسومات او بالنسبه في حد بيكون محتاج الجهاز يكون عنده سرعه مختلفه عشان خاطر محتاج يشتغل اونلاين بشكل مختلف. فانت تقدر تحدد بس انت محتاج الجهاز في ايه، ونحط كل الاحتياج ده في ايميل ونبعته له، هو هيقدر يرجع لك باك على الايميل او هيكلمك على التليفون يقول لك هو بيريكومند الموديل ده اللي سعره كده عشان خاطر 1، 2، 3 الاحتياج بتاع شغلك. Yes, Raj, go ahead.
Thank you. So yes, feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions about, oh, I don't know which one is good for me. I will happily answer and help you through this process. So, right, what I will do now is finish the rest of this form and just show you how an application is submitted.
Okay.
So we have on the first page, we have a few options. You will be selecting the I will pay at the end of this form.
All right.
These options we have for other organizations. If, let's say, a caseworker or a case specialist like you, Sammy, if you are completing the form for a client, you would select this one, right? And then you would put, I'm Sammy, I'm filling it out for
Okay.
Artem, right?
The
But let's
information
say,
from the counselor, exactly, yes.
exactly. But if, Mohammed is submitting the order by himself and he's going to pay, he selects this first option and he will fill out his name. So for simplicity, I will use my name, Raffatul Islam, my name, my phone number, my email address, my address.
That's the address you need to check for it. The shipment, it goes to this address. correct?
Exactly, yes.
Okay.
So the address that you put down here, if you would like it delivered to your home, this is the address it will go to. And so,
Okay.
Sammy, to go back to the other thing you mentioned, if let's say somebody from Alberta wants to purchase a computer from us, as long as the address that's here, if it's an Ontario address, we won't ask any questions, right?
All right.
So it can be
All right.
sent there and we wouldn't know. So that's how we kind of get around that issue, especially with the federal government breathing down our necks, as you
يعني
know.
هو بيقول لحضراتكم ان العنوان اللي بيتكتب ده هو العنوان اللي هيتبعت عليه الجهاز، يعني الجهاز هيتبعت على العنوان اللي حضرتك بتكتبه. هو بيقول كمان في حاله ان انت تبقى عايش في مكان تاني، اوكي، وعاوز الشيبمنت تروح على العنوان بتاعك، او عايش في مكان تاني او في ولايه تانيه او في بروفنس تانيه، اوكي، هتلاقي السيستم بيفتح معاك اسئله تانيه، لكن هو طالما انت العنوان بان انه اونتاريو بتلاقي السيستم اوريدي مكمل معاك. يس.
Thank you. And so, okay, and then we have a portion here where it asks, if this is an apartment, and you would say, buzzer number 1090 or
ده في
something like
حالة
that,
إن
right?
يكون باب العمارة محتاج بازر معين، أو إن في بعض البيوت بتحتاج مثلا
Unit,
تقول له إن الباب من
uh,
الخلف أو على انترسكشن من شكله إيه، أو إن كان في بعض المواصفات اللي لازم تحطها عشان خاطر الجهاز يوصل لك مظبوط على البيت بتاعك. Yes, go ahead.
Fantastic. So yeah, after this information is kept, you just go on to this. There's a next button right here. You just hit next. It takes you to the second page. Section A. I will show you this afterwards, but Same has a version of what we call a promotional flyer. The flyer has the information that I will be inputting here. So if you don't remember this, that's okay. I will share this information with you afterwards.
Okay.
But here we
الكود
have
اللي هو بيقول الجروب كود ده اللي هو الكود الخاص بمركز الجالية العربية، عشان خاطر السيستم يمشي معاك ويدي لك نفس الاسعار اللي انت شفتها ونفس الفاسيلتيز اللي انت شفتها. طبعا ده هيكون متوفر مع كل مستشارينا في مركز الجالية العربية. Yes, go ahead.
Fantastic, thank you. And so for the group code, there's every organization, every school, every agency we interact with has a different group code and a group name specific to them. And so the group code for the Arab Community Center is TACCT-06330 for now. And this group code changes every few months. For the month of June, this is what we're using, but for the month of July, it's going to change to 0729 or something different.
كل الارقام دي، ان الارقام دي هتكون متوفره معانا احنا، واحنا بنساعد حضراتكم في انك انت تعمل الاوردر اونلاين. ده هنوفر لك الكود ده وهنوفر لك الاسم. انت بس كل اللي عليك انك تبقى بس عارف احنا بنعمل ايه او احنا بنحط ايه. Yes, go ahead.
Fantastic. So yes, as long as you put down the Arab Community Center in the group name, I will know that this application is coming from a client in the Arab Community Center. This is how we differentiate where the clients are coming from. And please skip this section. This is, even if you have a child who is at the York District School Board, this is only for the school itself when the school places orders. So you don't have to fill this out. You can leave this.
الاوبشن ده مش لازم نكتبه، ده بس خاص بيه ان في المدارس، لو المدارس هي اللي بتعمل الاوردر، لكن احنا مش عن طريقنا، احنا عن طريق مركز الجالية العربية، احنا طبعا الاوبشن ده مش موجود عندنا. Yes, go ahead, Raj.
So sorry, 1 second. I'm just going to refresh the page. Make sure.
Yeah, it take long time. That's why the page got freeze.
No, yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
All right.
Okay, so after you complete this section, we have the shipping options. And as you can see here, we do have many different shipping options. And this is because we interact with so many different people. So like I mentioned earlier, you have 3 options to choose from. The first one is the ship to home $40, I want a $150 laptop plus $40 shipping. It will get delivered straight to your home. The second option.
حضراتكم بتختاروا ان الكمبيوتر او اللابتوب يوصل على البيت مكان اقامتك موجود في اونتاريو، بتبقى فيه تكلفه اضافيه للشحن $40. Okay.
Now the second option is the partner option. Now we have the versions of 25, 20, and 15. Because the Arab Community Center is in Toronto, we are using the $15 option. Now, I ask that all of the clients who goes to apply, if all of the clients could pick this option, it would make things for us a lot more simpler and we would save on the delivery charge. If some clients would like to pay the extra, they are more than welcome to,
Right.
but it is ideal if every client chooses this option and we can send it all to your community center.
الاوبشن الثاني انت
After,
بتختار انك انت تاخد الجهاز من خلال مكاتب المركز الجاليه العربيه الموجوده في سكاربورو او في اوتوبوكو. طبعا ده بالتنسيق والتوافق بينك ما بين الكونسلر اللي بيساعد او بتساعد حضرتك انك انت تتفق على اليوم والمكان اللي انت هتكون متوفر فيه. فبتبقى التكلفه الاضافيه فوق سعر الجهاز هي $15 عشان تاخده من مركز الجاليه العربيه، $40 في حاله ان انت حبيت تاخده على البيت في سهوله بالنسبه لك يوصل لك على طول، او لو انت حابب تاخده من مركز الجاليه العربيه بالتنسيق مع المستشار اللي بيساعدك هتبقى التكلفه $15. Yeah, okay. Go ahead.
thank you, Sami. And the third option, as I mentioned, was the pickup option. So as you can see here, we have two. We have an office in St. Catharines and in Mississauga. I believe that most of the folks here would be able to either pick up from Mississauga or the Toronto office. Now, you will notice that Toronto is not here. It's not an option. And so, and that's only because I am a one-person staff in this office. So if the Toronto option was available, I would become a bit too overworked. And so if you would like to pick up from the Toronto location, you just have to let me know here. In this box, just write pick up Toronto office. And that's
Right.
it. And make sure the $0 option is selected so you don't pay anything and we take care of the rest.
Right.
Sammy, if
هو
you
في
would like
حاله
to.
ان انت تختار الاوبشن الثالث ان انت تاخده من هناك من مكاتبهم. هم ليهم مكتبين، في مكتب موجود في ميسيساجا، في مكتب موجود في تورونتو. مكتب تورونتو مش هتلاقي اوبشن موجود انك انت تختاره، ولكن في البوكس الموجود تحت قدام حضراتكم بتكتب انك انت عايز تاخده من مكتب تورونتو، وبعدين بيتم الاتصال بيك وبالتنسيق هتقدر تاخده من المكتب في تورونتو. يبقى كده عندنا 3 طرق للشحن. الطريقه الاولانيه انك تستخدم طريقه الشحن على البيت كانك بتشتري حاجه اونلاين بتجي لك على عنوان البيت، فيها تكلفه اضافيه $40 فوق سعر الجهاز. كمان تقدر تاخده من مكاتبنا مكاتب الجاليه العربيه في تورونتو او في في سكاربرو وفي اوتوبوكو، ودي بتبقى التكلفه الاضافيه $15 بالتنسيق مع المستشار او المستشاره اللي بتساعد حضرتك. كمان تقدر تختار الاوبشن الثالث انك انت تاخده من خلال مكاتب RCT، واحد في ميسيساجا وواحد في تورونتو، وده بتبقى التكلفه الاضافيه بتاعته $0. Go ahead.
Thank you so much, Sammy. Almost done. And so once the shipping option is done, we do have some questions that are asked by the federal government. We get audited every year. And so if you are comfortable, you feel free to answer these questions. But if you don't feel comfortable, you can always, no answer. This information we do not keep, we do not track. We just give this to the government when they ask for it.
يعني الاسئله اللي قدام حضراتكم دي بتسال مثلا على السن، هل انت مثلا من سكان البلد الاصليين، في بعض الاسئله اللي بتهم الاحصائيات الكنديه. لكن لو حضرتك حاسس بان هذه الاسئله بالنسبه لك يعني مش عاوز تجاوبها، بتقدر تختار نو انسر، ودي ما بتعملش اي مشكله معاك في الاجابه على السؤال. اوكي. Go ahead.
Thank you, Sammy. And then once you've answered those questions, you get back down to section D, which is you get to choose the computer, of course. It's just like that first page. It just shows you the same packages. And then down here, you get to actually select them. And so, as I mentioned, you can, all 7 of our options are here. You just pick whatever you're looking for. So let's say the LT300 for $300, and you are going to pay via credit card or Visa debit. And, we picked a $0 shipping fee, so this is $0. But let's say you wanted to change the shipping fee and you wanted to go from $0 to straight to your home, and you are okay to pay the $40. What you'll see here is it automatically, you don't have to do anything. It automatically auto-populates the shipping fee,
اوكي.
and then you just pay the final amount.
يعني
right?
التكلفه الاضافيه بتضاف اوتوماتيك في حاله انك بتختار الاوبشن اللي فوق، واحد من الاوبشن الثلاثه اللي اتكلمنا عنهم. ولما بتختار الموديل اللي انت عايزه اوريدي الحسبه نفسها بتنزل اوتوماتيك، يعني انت مش بتحتاج تكتب اي ارقام. هو اوريدي لما هو بيغير قدامكم دلوقتي بيتشينج الموديل او بيغير الموديل، البرايس بتتشينج اوتوماتيكلي مع التشيبمنت كوست الموجوده، فتوتال الاماونت بيكون ظاهر قدام حضرتك بشكل اوتوماتيك. Okay, go ahead.
There we go. So this one's a bit off. This one should be 340, but okay. So, and then you will have a space where you can fill out your information, either credit card or Visa debit. Once you place the order, I get a copy and you get a copy sent to your email address right away. And then we process the orders every Friday. Now, the other thing I wanted to mention was we speak a lot with Ontario Works and ODSP offices. And so if you are a client of Ontario Works or ODSP, your caseworker may or may not be able to pay for you. And so we have this option here where, a service provider like Ontario Works, ODSP, they will be paying. And so if you choose this option, you will see, right, that the shipping is still there, the total is still there, but this line is blank and the payment is blank. You can leave this empty and hit place order, and it will still go through. You don't need this
based
information.
on what? Let's say the case worker receive this order and say, no, we cannot afford it based on the client case with her.
Absolutely, yes.
So he will return back to pay again, or the order will go through without it.
The order would go through without it, and then what we would do is if we get in touch with the caseworker, you would be able to let's say and you were asking your Ontario Works caseworker to fill it out, right? On the first page, one second, so sorry. On the first page, we had that option of service provider. Here, you can input your caseworker's name.
Number,
so OW caseworker number, 3567, and then what is their email, right? It's something at ow.ca, right? Once this information is added here, we will be able to contact, and then right here, this is you as the applicant
first, then you process the order. Okay.
Exactly. Right. And so the applicant, you are the applicant, but the service provider is your caseworker. And so you input this information first, and then
now you hit amazing point, Rush. Now you hit amazing point, because we're dealing with the case workers or OW clients with a huge number. So
exactly, yes. And so here
هو كان بيقولوا راش دلوقتي بيقول بان دلوقتي حضرتك لو على برنامج الأونتاريو ووركس اللي هو الويلفير او الديسابيليتي او برنامج الاعاقه، يعني بتستلم من الحكومه فلوس كل شهر عشان الأونتاريو ووركس او الديسابيليتي او برنامج الاعاقه، في امكانيه ان انت تختار بان اللي هيدفع التكلفه بتاعه الجهاز ده هو الأونتاريو ووركس الويلفير او الديسابيليتي. بتحط الاوردر بتاعك واللي هم بيبتدوا يتواصلوا مع الكيس وركر بتاعت حضرتك او بتاعت حضرتك تسهيلا ان الاوردر بتاعك ما يقعدش فتره طويله. لو معاك رقم الكيس وركر بتاعتك وعندك الرقم بتاعك اللي هو بنسميه كلاين اي دي، بحيث ان هو يكون قدامه الكلاين اي دي وقدامه رقم التليفون بتاعت الكيس وركر والايميل بتاعهم، هم من خلالهم بيتصلوا بالكيس وركر بتاعت حضرتك وبيشوفوا في امكانيه عندك، في سبيس، في عندك مساحه في البرنامج بتاعك في الأونتاريو ووركس الموجود لدى الحكومه والديسابيلتي ان هم يدفعوا لك التكلفه بتاع الجهاز ده ولا لا. لو في امكانيه متاحه على طول الاوردر بتاعك بيمشي وبيوصل لك على البيت. لو لا بيرجع لك مره ثانيه بيقول لك احنا والله تواصلنا مع الكيس وركر المسؤول عن الملف بتاعك في خدمه الاونتاري ووركس او الويلفير او الديسابيليتي، ولكن للاسف ما عندكش مساحه تقدر تغطي التكلفه دي، عشان كده هترجع تعمل الاوردر وتحط التكاليف من خلال الفلوس بتاعت حضرتك عن طريق الاونلاين. يس راش، جو اهيد.
Fantastic. But yes, so typically this would be what you would do just on the first page rather than selecting the, I will pay at the end. You select the second option so we can get that information. And then we have a team of administrators who will email, call the caseworker and say, hey, Mohammed placed an order for a $300 laptop. Can Ontario Works pay for this computer? If the caseworker says yes, they will issue us a check and we will take care of it. The client doesn't need to know. I won't bother you with the details, Sammy. We will just take care of it all ourselves. But if the caseworker comes back and says, oh, I'm so sorry, but Mohammed can't get any more money for this month or this quarter or whatever the situation is, we still have this application submitted. So you don't have to submit another one. All that we would do is we would get in touch with Mohammed and say, hey, Mohammed, your caseworker will not pay for your computer. Will you be able to pay the $300 for the computer? And if he says yes, we can take the payment over the phone. If he says no, unfortunately, we can't really do anything. But, we do have a team that reaches out to the caseworkers and reaches out to the clients as well. It's all about communication and, open communication.
Yeah. How many laptop or PC the family can order online? Let's say father and mother and 2 kids, so they can
Fantastic question.
order more one device?
Yes, so we allow a family to purchase 2 devices every year. The only important thing is that the 2 applications are under different names. The first application being under the father's name and the second application under the daughter's name, for example.
Okay.
But we allow 2 computers per family per year. Yes.
Right. انا كنت بساله بقول له في امكانيه لكام كمبيوتر بالنسبه للعيله، فهو قال لي بيكونوا جهازين للاسره، بس طبعا بيكون كل جهاز تحت اسم فرد من افراد الاسره، اللي هو مثلا هنفترض بان الاب او ابلكيشن والبنت ابلكيشن او الاب ابلكيشن والام وات ايفر، يعني هو مين اللي هيكون تحت الابلكيشن اسم، لكن المهم ان هو يكون جهازين فقط في السنه، كل سنه ميلاديه من حقك انك انت يكون عندك جهازين من خلال الار سي تي. Right. So it will have to be over 18. Who will do the application have to be over 18, correct?
Yes. Yes, but I will be honest. I have spoken with people under the age of 18 if their English is better to help their parents fill out the form.
Oh, right.
We have that as a legal requirement, but my parents, their English wasn't so strong either, and I've helped them throughout my childhood. So I speak with folks on the phone all the time. If English is not your strongest language, I will assist you however I can. And of course, Sammy is always in my corner. If I need anything, I can just call Sammy or email him and bother him on his day.
Awesome. Rash, I can't believe it's 1 hour is almost there because
it went fast. It went very fast.
The way you present today is amazing and attractive, and everyone
Thank you very much.
got enjoyed and useful. So please don't hate me if I send you a couple of emails with the requests.
Absolutely.
Today, I'm assuming we have millions of clients will asking for this service. Is amazing offer from RCT and from your team. So again, please accept today. Thank you very much from my side and from the ACCT in behalf of the CO, on behalf of all the counselors here and managers of Arab Community Center of Toronto, because what you're doing is amazing job and a very, 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 very useful to our community, especially nowadays. All the families or the kids in need of these devices, especially for the recessions happen in worldwide and the prices going up. And now you came today with the miracle to give them the services with affordable price. So thank you very much. Keep doing, and we keep in touch for a lot of orders coming for you guys.
Absolutely. Sammy, I'm your go-to person for anything. If any of you folks have any questions or comments, feel free to reach out to me in an email. As you're right, Sami, I just closed an order to assist 20 Afghan youth who are coming to Canada and the next couple of weeks, actually. Costi Employment Services came to us and they purchased 20 laptops to help these Afghani youth start their coding and
Oh,
start
that's
their
amazing.
online
That's
resumes
amazing.
and stuff. So yeah, we're
Thank you.
here to
Thank you
assist
very much to mention
everyone.
this, because we have a special counselor working with the Afghani community, touch to touch with the Afghani community, helping
Oh,
them
beautiful.
to come to Canada, to integrate their kids to come to Canada, assist them to find housing, assist them to find school. So thank you very much to mention this, so we can work
Yes, no, of
together
course.
to assist the Afghani community and Ukrainian community. They're suffering a lot
Yes,
from the war there
yes,
and
yes,
from any
yes.
worldwide. You are welcoming for everyone coming to ACCT. Thank you, Rush, again, and thank you for the team. And enjoy the rest of the day and be away of the sun, because today is amazing hot.
Absolutely. Sami, an absolute pleasure.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much
Thank
for
you.
this opportunity,
Thank you,
and
Rush.
we'll be in touch soon.
Thank you. All right.
Okay.
أعزائنا متابعين ومشاهدين مركز الجالية العربية، يمكن النهاردة استمتعنا جدا بهذا اللقاء المثمر من خلال مركز الجالية العربية وبدعوة صديقنا العزيز راش من RCT. قدرنا نعرف ان احنا ازاي نقدر نوفر لحضراتكم مصدر للتكنولوجيا للكمبيوترات واللابتوب بسعر مخفض عن طريق التعاون بيننا ما بين RCT. كل ما على حضرتك انك انت تتصل بينا بمركز الجاليه العربيه، او تشوف مين المستشار المسؤول عن الفايل بتاعك في مركز الجاليه العربيه، او تشرفنا بالاتصال وبطلب ميعاد. احنا مكاتبنا ابتدت تفتح جرادولي بعض الشيء، لكن مش بالفول كاباسيتي، لكن تقدر تشرفنا بالاتصال. هنساعدك جدا في انك انت ازاي تحط الاوردر بتاعك، ونقدر نعرف ايه طلبات حضرتك، ونساعدك في كمان انك انت تحط البين بتاعتك. او زي ما ذكر لنا صديقنا العزيز راش، لو انت عندك خدمه من الحكومه مقدمه لك من خلال اونتاري ووركس او الديسابيليتي، هنقدر نساعدك انك انت ازاي تخلي الويلفير او الديسابيليتي بروجرام يقدر يساعدك في هذا الموضوع. النهارده فعلا كان الحلقه مثمره، وارجوكم اذا ما كنتش قدرت تسمع الحلقه دي عشان ظروف شغلك وظروف المدارس، تقدر تسمعها في وقت اخر مسجل على صفحه مركز الجاليه العربيه، او على القناه الخاصه بمركز الجاليه العربيه على اليوتيوب. تقدر تشيرها كمان لاصدقائك، تقدر تشيرها كمان لعيلتك، عشان مساعده الولاد والبنات ومساعده حضرتك في شغلك وفي حياتك في كندا، لان وجود كمبيوتر ووجود اجهزه متطوره خصوصا في هذه الفتره واصبحت حاجه ملحه. دائما ابقوا على تواصل مع مركز الجاليه العربيه دائما وابدا على مدار الساعه، من اليوم الاثنين الى يوم الجمعه، من 9 صباحا الى 5 بعد الظهر، عن طريق الاتصال التليفوني او التواصل من خلال صفحتكم مركز الجاليه العربيه. ارسل لنا رساله، وطبعا على الرحب والسعه هيتم الاتصال بيك من خلال المستشار. في الاخر انا برضه حابب اذكر بان كان في سؤال مذكور عندي هنا من اخونا محمود دحام محمود، بيقول ازاي اعاده التوطين في كندا. فانا بدعوك يا استاذ دحام محمود انك انت تبعت بس رقم تليفونك او الايميل الخاص بيك على الرساله مره ثانيه، وحد من مستشارينا في مركز الجاليه العربيه هيتعاون مع حضرتك يفهمك كل طلباتك ويرد على استفساراتك ان شاء الله. ده شيء يسعدنا ويسمن عملنا. الى ان القاكم ان شاء الله في حلقات قادمه. ابقوا على تواصل، لان الفتره الجايه جاي لكم ببرامج كتير، وجاي لكم بحلقات مفيده جدا، وفي حاجات هتستفيدوا بيها جدا. ابقوا على تواصل باذن الله. ابقوا في امن الله ورعايته. سلام عليكم.